What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into one of the most intense boss fights in Black Myth Wukong, the Hundred-Eyed Daoist Master. Alright, so I know this fight may seem unbeatable, and you probably want to break your controller right now or maybe even smash your keyboard in. This fight is no joke without a doubt, but with the right strategy, patience and timing, you can turn your overwhelming opponent into just another notch on your staff. Now let's break down how I did it. Okay, so on the screen here you can see I'm only level 71. You guys can go ahead and feel free to pause the video and look at some of the gear that I have, My goal is to ultimately save you guys as much time as possible. Okay, so in my opinion, I don't think it really matters which staff you use. I defeated him with the Spider Celestial Staff. But ultimately, the key component to defeating him is obtaining the Weaver's Needle. Now, in the second phase of the fight, the Hundred-Eyed Daoist Master enters a much stronger form, and this is where things get really tough. His attacks become more aggressive, his defense is almost impenetrable, and it feels like you can't do enough damage, right? But what if I told you you can take him out of that form? Now, I know it may seem unbelievable, but hear me out. Watch what the Weaver Needle does to him while he's in this second phase form. Not only does it take him out of that form, it stuns him, allowing you to go ahead and get in there, get a few free hits in, maybe even a charged heavy attack. The Weaver Needle allows you to take him out of that second phase form. But once you take him out of that second phase form, it's just as simple as defeating him as he was in the beginning. Now, I'll leave a tutorial on how to obtain the Weaver's Needle in the description, but as of now, I'm going to show you guys how to approach this boss combat-wise. Okay, so with this boss, you're going to want to avoid being in front of him, unless you have a well-timed heavy attack. Instead, what you should be doing is dodging into him so you can end up on his left or right side, or even behind him. Here's a good example right here. Me dodging to the left of him allowed me to get a lot of free hits in, and with a well-timed heavy, you can do some additional damage. This method also works to your advantage when he tries to do this lightning strike, allowing you to get a lot of free hits from behind him. Now, this move you should watch out for, because not only does he throw his sword, it comes back so it can hit you twice. When he's underground like that, you can just run until you see that sword. You dodge out of the way. Usually when he gets up, he doesn't really see you, allowing you to attack him with a well-timed heavy alongside some light attacks. The thing with this boss, I don't know if you guys know this, if you dodge over to the left, that's kind of his weak spot. He doesn't have that much momentum on that side. So usually you'd be able to get a lot of free hits. The only time I attacked him from the front is when I had a fully charged heavy ready. But besides that, always to the left. Look at that. Barely hit me. And I'm only going to the left. And that's another thing too. Once you get those perfect dodges and you get those light attacks in, it builds up your focus meter. So those heavies are always going to be right around the corner, ready to be used with the focus points, doing additional damage. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I didn't use any of my abilities. So, the reason for that is I wanted to save as much mana and abilities for the second phase of the fight. Now, I'm aware people play differently. Some people use all their abilities in the beginning so that they'll be fully charged by the end of the fight, which is not a bad idea neither. But this is just the way I did it. So first, I used the Weaver's Needle to take him out of that stronger form, leaving him stunned a bit, allowing me to get a few hits in. Then, I used my Cloud Step, not only to get clear, but to use my Pluck of Many, allowing them to get some additional damage while I use this charged heavy. And while they're doing their passive damage, I went ahead and activated my Spirit for an extra Code of Life alongside some extra damage. Okay, So now for this attack, usually you're supposed to dodge into him and you won't take any damage, but I got a bit carried away. Right here's a good example of me getting too carried away again. Almost finished him off, forgetting to dodge over to the left, and he hit me with that. Because like I said in the beginning, you shouldn't stay in front of this boss when trying to attack. No worries, as long as you followed all those steps that I mentioned in the beginning, your ending should look a little something like this. Defeated. Yeah, but anyways, ultimately to defeat this boss, you really do need Weaver Needle. If you're him, you may not need Weaver Needle, but it's going to be extremely challenging. But with that being said, you guys got this, man. Road to chapter 5 for you guys. If you guys like this video, please subscribe, like the video, leave some comments. Your opinions really do matter to me. And with that being said, you guys have a good one.